Good afternoon, Tina here, with another video. Just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit more about the things that are going on. Wanted to also share a story with you all about something that has happened to me, and I'll give a reason as to why I shared the story. Um, I am, as I said in my introduction video, 35 years old. Um, I live in North Carolina, and let me just take you to a day that really got me thinking differently about a whole lot of things, life, just everything. So, um, beginning of April, maybe end of March, somewhere in there, we had a family gathering. Um, my brother-in-law retired from the army, and we wanted to do a little something, have a little cookout or whatever outside. So, everyone is enjoying the time. It got dark, everybody was getting ready to leave. Um, it was around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Everyone was getting ready to go home. But there was a non-minority that drove by and sideswiped one of the family members' cars. Um, Everyone was calm at first until she proceeded to drive off. That made the situation a little bit different. So everyone was out there standing in front of her van, just trying not to let her go, and until at least until the cops came, we were. So I was like, y'all just calm down. Everybody calm down. Let's just, you guys don't know what she got, so that people were like on her car and all this stuff. I understand, it was a heated situation because she was trying to leave a situation and she was calling people niggers and all this stuff, and it was just intensifying the situation. And I was like, okay, come on, y'all, trying to pull everybody back. Like, come on, come on, come on. In the midst of me trying to pull everyone back, I got to the driver's side where a family member were, and I was reaching to pull him back. Like, come on, bro, you don't know, like, man, you don't know what she got in that car. You don't know. And in the midst of me doing that, she put a gun to my head and told me she'll blow my fucking brains out. Point blank, period. That's what she said. Um, in the midst of that situation, I just blacked out. I reached in, I grabbed the gun, didn't realize that I had the gun until I got away from the vehicle. And the police arrived and everything like that. That could have been another situation that could have went totally left. So, because I had the lady's gun. And therefore, they could have felt threatened because I had a gun. Being that they just pulled up on the scene, they don't know what's going on until they're getting someone out there is telling them what's going on. So I had to come and give them the gun. I just set the gun on the trash can. I wanted to share the story. I haven't really talked about it to anybody outside, but family. But I wanted to share the story because I'm not saying all police officers are bad. I'm not saying all police officers are trigger happy. I'm not saying all non minorities are racist. I'm standing with right is right and wrong is wrong. If we have officers that are in the midst of a situation and they can stop it because they are an officer of the law, but they're standing there allowing something as brutal as that to be done, It's not right. And I'm getting a lot of people say, well, that don't got nothing to do with you. You didn't know. It doesn't matter if I knew him or not. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And we are tired as a people. Like I said, we are tired of always constantly letting things slide. Always letting things ride. I mean, it's one thing to have a situation and the person gets charged or the person is held accountable. But when you get these people doing things like the Karen situation, Bill or Jacob, whatever the man's name is, you know, you're not holding people accountable, and that's where the problem lies. We're not protesting or getting anger just because. No, we're tired. These things have been going on forever before I was even thought about. And it's still happening. It never stopped. Now it's just being filmed. you know, and it's getting to the point where people are going to have to protect their families by any means necessary. I recently just watched a video with Kiki Palmer, and she was talking about how the the change was never addressed. Um, I'm probably wording it a different way, but the situation was never addressed. You just, like she said, oh, they're free now, so be happy. Oh, don't hate, so they don't hate because that's the law now. But nothing was ever talked about. You know how they say whenever you get in an argument with your spouse, don't go to bed mad, talk about it. These things from past, from over time, were never talked about. People were never addressed on why this happened or whatever, why you shouldn't do that. They were just told, don't hate no more, move on, you know? And we were told, you're free now, go on. But no one ever talks about the problem that really resolved the issue as to what was the whole reasoning behind the whole situation. They were just told to stop. To stop. That was it. And it was just like, okay, well, they said stop. It's a law now, so we're not going to do it. You know, people just act. They, like I said, they don't think. Don't think about anything nowadays. You just do. So now that minorities are stepping up and doing, it's a problem, which it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be a problem. You should just chill out. And then also saw a video of um, at the officer's house that killed George. Uh, and I hope I'm saying his name correctly, Mr. Floyd. Um, there were a lot of cops out there protecting his home. But where were the officers to protect this man who the officer had his knee on his neck? You are supposed to you are supposed to help. You are supposed to protect and serve us. You are not supposed to kill us. Now, I was said, unless you feel threatened, and I don't see where you could have felt threatened with the man that was handcuffed. And it's four of y'all on him. Well, three of you own him, and one of us standing there. I don't know what he had going on, but that man that was standing there could have said, "Yo, come on, just let him up. Let's get him in the car." But no, you wanted to be equal at that moment when you could have been a hero. But you wanted to be equal with them, which honestly, I'll just keep that comment to myself. But what, like I said, there comes a time when people get tired. Comes a time when people just have had enough. As I told you, I have nephews, I have twin boys. I mean, I have friends that have kids. Like, this is unacceptable. And I had a lot of people coming at me because didn't agree with them tearing the crap out of Target. You know, um, I understand. I said get up, get out, and do something, but stop. Put your phones down. Stop recording. It was, I don't know how many people standing outside that day, but you out here doing this. Granted, you come outside from looting Target, and you just would have got gunned down straight like that. As soon as you came out the door, you just never, you don't know. You know. So I feel like put your phones down and try to diffuse the situation. Because what if you would have came outside of Target and you would have got gunned down? Now, that's something that you would need to think about, as opposed to you getting gunned down when you're getting an officer off someone's neck. When you're stopping an officer from beating the crap out of some female for no reason and tasering her husband. You're defending a situation that's happening then. Someone will be recording, but someone has to step up and step in. You People need to listen and think before they act. And whatever succumbs of all this stuff that's going on, I pray God is with every individual. I have a family member that is a police officer. I know people that are sheriffs. Um, I just pray protection and peace and courage over these people, because not all cops or people that are in officials like that are bad. And it's sad that now the good people are going to be targeted behind senseless acts. But the time is now, and we have to stand and we have to fight. So may God be with you all with whatever decision you make. And just please, 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 please protect yourself, protect your families, and just be blessed. You know, God has not given us the spirit of fear. We have to walk by faith and not by sight, because you just never know. So I pray everyone be encouraged, and just stay safe out there, y'all.